Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing Suzie Agelopoulos BNB method course. Before we get into that, I'm Hunter, a digital nomad who's making money online since early 2020. And on this channel, I talk about the various online business models that are out there and the courses you can use to successfully learn how to implement those online business models so you get more freedom in your life by making money online. If that kind of content sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing to the channel to be notified whenever I drop a new video. And guys, make sure you stick around until the very end of the video today because I'm going to be comparing short-term rentals with Airbnb, as is taught in this course, with my favorite online business model of investing in pieces of digital real estate to generate passive income online. I'll get into that at the end. Now, getting into the course review, BNB Method is an Airbnb arbitrage course that teaches students how to generate six-figure income through Airbnb without owning a property and working only 5 hours per week.
The course costs $1,997 with flexible payment options, including 2 monthly installments of $1,019 or 4 monthly payments of $549. The program doesn't have a refund policy and has limited reviews outside its official webpage. The BNB method has 8 modules that cover property selection, setup, and management. Students receive house manual templates, automation resources, messaging scripts to get 5-star reviews, shopping lists, and a quantity calculator. The program provides 1 hour-long Q&A session during the 8-week course, along with over 12 management training sessions focused on property co-hosting. Program support includes access to a private Facebook group for 8 weeks, with questions answered within 48 hours on workdays. According to Airbnb data, a good annual income from the platform exceeds $13,800, representing an 85% increase during the pandemic. Miami and San Diego rank as the most profitable cities for Airbnb hosts due to their warm weather and relatively affordable housing. Starting an Airbnb arbitrage business typically requires $3,000 to $6,000 in initial capital, covering security deposits, rent, furnishings, appliances, application fees, and legal expenses. Suzie Agelopoulos, based in Seattle, Washington, reports monthly earnings of $70,000 from her Airbnb business. She makes $48,000 monthly creating content for a startup influencer company and 6 figures annually from influencer and brand deals. Her journey started in 2016 when she listed her apartment on Airbnb while living with her parents. She also offers a $99 Power Moves masterclass teaching various income-generating strategies. The business model faces several challenges. Property management companies typically charge 18% to 20% fees. Experts recommend planning for a 30% vacancy rate to manage risks from seasonal fluctuations and unforeseen events. Short-term rentals require higher insurance costs due to frequent tenant turnover. Additional expenses include Wi-Fi, Netflix subscriptions, linens, towels, toiletries, and drinking water. To succeed in Airbnb arbitrage, landlord cooperation is crucial. Hosts can incentivize property owners by offering prepaid rent and assuming maintenance responsibilities. While landlords could potentially earn more by listing properties themselves, many prefer the guaranteed income and reduced risk of working with arbitrage hosts. According to Macrotrends, Airbnb's market value stands at $75.68 billion, with continued growth potential. The pandemic boosted rural Airbnb rentals, such as cabins and cottages, while creating demand from traveling nurses and renovation projects. Post-pandemic travel has further increased booking rates. Alternative platforms for short-term rentals include VRBO, Booking.com, Healthy, Plum Guide, and Flipkey, providing options if hosts face account restrictions on Airbnb. Other educational resources in the space include Brian Page's BNB Formula, Avery Carl's The Short-Term Shop, and Dr. Chow's Beyond BNB Secrets. The summary concludes by suggesting local lead generation as a potentially superior passive income model for 2024, requiring as little as $500 in initial investment. This approach involves creating and ranking websites on Google to generate leads for local businesses, offering up to 90% ROI with minimal maintenance costs. Unlike Airbnb arbitrage, local lead generation avoids complex real estate regulations, tenant management, and property maintenance issues. Success in Airbnb arbitrage requires thorough market research to estimate costs and potential income accurately. While the platform offers significant earning potential, hosts must navigate various challenges including local regulations, property maintenance, guest satisfaction, and neighbor relations. The New York Times has reported growing resentment toward Airbnb, as residential properties converted to short-term rentals often face opposition from neighboring residents concerned about noise, parties, and security issues. Airbnb arbitrage has significant upfront costs for furnishing, the first month's rent, and a security deposit. It also requires higher insurance costs compared to traditional rentals because of frequent tenant turnover. Seasonal fluctuations of Airbnb listings can significantly impact earnings. Beachside properties will experience low to zero bookings during winter, while winter getaway locations may have low occupancy in the summer. Unforeseen events like natural disasters or pandemics will drastically reduce booking rates.
An alternative online business model I like a lot more than short-term arbitrage with Airbnb is local lead generation, also known as rank and rent, because it's a lot less risky than renting out somebody else's property on Airbnb and still highly profitable. So local lead generation entails setting up websites that attract customers for local service business owners like plumbers, electricians, roofers, handymen, stuff like that, right? And then renting out the ready-made marketing channel you've created to a real local service business owner for anywhere from $500 up to $3,000 per month. Instead of trying to find a landlord that will rent you their property and allow you to sublease it through Airbnb and enter into a long-term leasing arrangement to do so, where you're going to be on the hook to pay the rent no matter if you are able to fill that Airbnb with guests. With local lead generation, you can invest a few $100s to set up a digital property, and there's no risk of legal retaliation if it doesn't work out. In the instance of Airbnb arbitrage, you're not able to pay your landlord the money because you can't afford it. Somebody destroys the apartment, one of the Airbnb guests destroys the apartment or something. With local lead generation, you don't have those type of risks, and you're not on the hook for paying that long-term rental agreement, more importantly. So yeah, guys, how it works in a little bit more in depth is that you're going to target a local service keyword in a specific geographic location. Typically, you want to look for cities with populations between 50,000 up to 300,000 people because the competition in these areas is relatively low. So what you can do is target like roofer in Dallas. Just using Dallas as an example. Obviously, you want to go for a smaller city than that. And then you create a website that targets that keyword. You do a little bit of local SEO work to get that website to rank on the first page of Google for local customers in that area, which takes 6 weeks to 6 months typically. Then once your website is ranked there, potential customers in the area can come across your website. They can inquire about the service rates, see what the rates are, see what you can do for them. And then you can turn around and provide those leads that are starting to roll into the website to real local service business owners in the area for free at the beginning to let them try out and really validate that this marketing channel can bring them real value, can increase revenue of their business. Then you find one of those business owners that wants to partner with you long-term, and you create a long-term agreement where the business owner is going to pay you each and every month for direct access to that marketing channel. You're going to forward them all the phone calls that come through that marketing channel through that website. You're going to forward them all the form fills. So all the leads are going directly to the business owner, and they're paying you for that each and every month, $500, $1,000, $2,000, upwards of $3,000. Now, guys, if you want to learn more about the local lead generation, rank and rent business model, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. You can learn how to get started creating these pieces of digital real estate and renting them out to local business owners for passive income online each and every month. Now, guys, whether you choose to do short-term arbitrage with Airbnb, rank and rent, or another online business model, I want to wish you guys great success in your business endeavors and hope to catch you in the next video. Cheers.